Hello, today I'm going to look at ethers as a chemical family. So ethers are very interesting in that they're quite a stable family. They tend to have this spicy aroma, so essential oils that have high percentages of ethers tend to have quite a spicy aroma. The component I want to look at today is methyl carvacol. So methyl carvacol is very interesting. It is an 8.8% in Basil, and I want to use Basil today as my primary essential oil in a concentration inhaler. So whether it is simply because you're studying for exams, studying for anything, or you find that your concentration kind of wavers about 3 o'clock in the afternoon and you still have a few more hours in the office, then this concentration inhaler is a must-have on your desk. So I use this all the time. It lives on my office desk and it's a relatively simple blend. So it's 4 essential oils. We're going to use basil, rosemary, lemon and vetiver. So it's quite different. So let's start to go through it. Now we're going to use it in an inhaler. So how I typically make my inhalers is that your inhaler comes in 3 parts as such, 4 parts. You've got your cap, you've got your top, your cap, and then your cotton bud. So if you place your cotton bud in a bowl, I always put it in a bowl so I don't waste any essential oil. They're too precious to waste. So I'm going to use 3 drops of basil. And the main reason to use basil in this is because it is brilliant for keeping a mental alertness sharp, but also for headaches. So brilliant for like easing the headache tension. So if you take 3 drops, and then obviously in an inhaler, that's the perfect vehicle to get into your system. Then I'm going to use rosemary. So I use a low percentage of rosemary in this. I'm going to just use 3 drops. It's got camphor, so you need to be careful. And I'm going to use 3 drops of my rosemary. Rosemary is brilliant for concentration. It's very uplifting. Brilliant for mental clarity. So if work's getting too much and you're overwhelmed, then rosemary is amazing in this. It strengthens your mind, eases fog or cloud in your mind and gives you really sharp clarity. And then we have lemon. Lemon's in here, and you change lemon for a few other oils. I like lemon because it helps to lift my mood. I feel that if you're reaching for a concentration inhaler, you are overwhelmed, or you need a bit more support and a bit more lightness. And lemon is one of those beautiful oils that brings an uplifting feeling to your mind, but also a bit of happiness, because life doesn't have to be that serious. So lemon's lovely in this, and it's also got a beautiful aroma. And I'm just going to use 2 drops. A really important aspect of inhalers to remember is that your inhalers have to smell beautiful, more so than balms or waxes you're making for a condition. Inhalers have to smell aromatically wonderful, or you're not going to repeatedly use them. So the scent of an inhaler is hugely important. I'm going to use vetiver, which mightn't make much sense in a concentration inhaler initially, but actually, emotionally, vetiver is brilliant for balance and for support. And again, as I say, if you're reaching for a concentration inhaler, you need emotional support. So it can be quite thick. This one isn't too bad, but I'm going to use 2 drops of vetiver. I just use it via peptide. Vetiver is beautiful and smells supportive. It grounds you, which is what you need. So I'm just going to set that there. And then I use my tweezers and I soak up any of the residue essential oil that may have fell into my bowl. And then I use the tweezers and I pop it into the top of my inhaler. I put the cap on the bottom, click it on, and that is my concentration inhaler. You simply take deep inhalations as often as you need. And it smells beautiful. So try it and let me know if it becomes your must-have on your office desk.